Hi there. So, today I'm going to talk about a few screenshots I took from a feminist site, and then I'm going to rant a little bit about what happened yesterday because I think the two tie into one another. Let's start with the screenshots. So, this comes from a feminist site, and this woman says, my school literally put up a rule where we are not allowed to eat while online. I am in my own fucking house. She continues by saying, okay, by my school, I meant the elementary school that I work for. Now, there were quite a few responses to this. They were all the same. So I didn't take the time to screen capture a bunch of them because I don't need to repeat it over and over again. I'll read you one, you'll get the gist of it. This is the tweet. Kids and adults, really everybody, should be allowed to go to the bathroom, eat and drink water when their bodies need, without question. We teach kids so young to ignore, not listen to, their bodies, and it's sad as fuck. I'm still learning how to listen to my body. And that right fucking there is the problem. I'm assuming the woman who posted the original tweet is a teacher because she's talking about the school that she works for. And yeah, that's not good. Not good at all. She's teaching the next generation to have absolutely no life skills whatsoever, especially when it comes to things like deferred gratification and time management. Most women are not good at those things, yet the majority of women are also educators, and people wonder why things are so fucked. It's ridiculous. Now, I'm not saying you need to treat children like prisoners, but let's be realistic. They don't have to drink the minute they're thirsty or eat the moment they feel a slight hunger pang. And unless there's an underlying health problem, you can hold it. You don't have to go to the bathroom the moment the sensation arrives. Okay? This is the problem. This is a fucking problem. And what most people don't realize is this is a problem that extends into adulthood. And when these kids grow up and they go out into the big bad adult world, they do not bring any of these skills with them because they were not taught. And what happens? It ends up affecting people like me. People that have other people that work for them. So let's talk about what happened yesterday. So yesterday, I showed up at a job site. Didn't need to, just thought I'd go ahead and pop in. So I drove 25 minutes out of my way just to see how things were going with an employee. It was a 3-hour job. Okay, 3 whole hours. And I got there about an hour and a half after she would have been there. And I noticed she'd gotten some stuff done. She'd started it, but she was nowhere to be found. Now, I'm real irritated about this because I wonder how many times she's been paid when she actually wasn't there. So the job needed to be done by a certain time. I call her up. I ask her what she's doing. She says she's at home eating lunch. Now, just like the teacher in the original post, it didn't dawn on her that maybe she should eat before she started work. Or if she didn't get a chance to, okay, with the teacher, the remote class is what, like 45 fucking minutes? She'd live. She's not going to die in those 45 minutes. 3 hours, fine. I get it. No one wants to be hungry for 3 hours. Honestly, I wouldn't have cared if this chick snacked while she was working as long as the job was getting done. But it wasn't getting done because she wasn't fucking there. So I say, okay, well, you now only have an hour and a half to finish the job. But it can be done. And she tells me that no, in fact, it cannot be done in an hour and a half. So I say, okay, well, don't bother coming back. I'll go ahead and finish it for you. And instead of saying, no, I'm going to rush there right now, work extra hard and get the job done within that time frame, or, hey, I'm really sorry, it won't happen again. No, she proceeds to jump down my fucking throat because I'm now taking money from her. Yeah, I'm taking money from her because she couldn't think to eat beforehand. If that's even why she went home. Who fucking knows why she went home? So I'm taking money from her. And I get off the phone with her and she's messaging and messaging and messaging and messaging and messaging. Just going on and on and on about how unfair it is and how I'm taking money. And you know what the sick part is? She's not the only person that I've had to deal with in this either exact same or very similar situation over the last few months. Women who don't want to work, so you show up and start doing their job, and then they're pissed at you because you're taking their money. I can't make this shit up, you guys. And I don't know why the fuck it's happening more and more, but it is. Okay? I got the job done within an hour. I call her back and explain to her that I'm now done in an hour, so it can be done. And if she would have just shown up instead of sitting at home bitching, she could have gotten paid, but she chose not to. She chose not to because she said it couldn't be done in that amount of time. Still nothing. Other than now she's pissed off because she's wondering why she's not going to be working tomorrow, the next day, or the day after that. At least not for me. These lack of life skills make women unfucking employable. And they're blind to it. Okay? Again, deferred gratification and time management. Two things that women, not all, but enough, suck at. Funny thing, as I've mentioned before, they claim to be the be-all, end-all of multitasking, yet they just can't quite figure out the most important part of multitasking, which would be time management. It's unbelievable. Women will blame things like the Me Too movement, men don't want to mentor women and men don't want to hire women because they just can't be around them without trying to fuck them. No, that's not true. The reason why women aren't getting hired, real quick, I got to say this, and it has nothing to do with this bullshit pay gap, because women will say, well, women aren't getting hired, and if they do, they don't make enough money because the pay gap is bullshit. It's bullshit, doesn't exist. But the reason why women aren't getting hired as much is because they're unemployable. I wish I didn't have to fucking hire them. Okay? I wish I didn't have to fucking hire them. But I do. And it's starting to really suck because it makes more work for me. And just like this damn woman, this one who wants to eat while she's teaching, just like her, they can't get it through your heads, man. When you're on your boss's time, you're on their dime, okay? You're getting paid. Just show up, do the fucking job, and then go home and you have the rest of the day to do whatever you want. But I guess you can't teach them this as adults, and it's important that they learn this in school, but being that they're being taught by women, I don't know. All I can say is, as far as it comes to employable women, we are fucked. We're fucked. You guys have a good one.